What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA, across from the newly renovated taco stand. That has nothing to do with us. I had tacos tonight, and it's really nice over there. It's like really nice over there. It's not just a stand with a tent, because the tent got blown away. So they built something a little sturdier because I don't know. Anyways, I have with me from Beacon, New York. He is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
Sorg.
Mike.
Oh man! Before we get into, and by the way, this is a that's a seltzer. Just
Pop. Yes.
Yeah. Before we get into Raw, I promised a Lego update.
You did promise a Lego update.
I did. You reminded me. I forgot about it.
And I'll throw out, you can support these Lego updates and the Wrestling Mayhem Show by hitting us up at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, this is so. First of all, before I get to the Lego update, you have this new tech, and I can see myself live.
Yes.
It's weird. It's fucking weird.
We finally have a video feedback loop because it would just be a webcam, a shitty webcam I have in here, and that's all people would see, and they see the monitors behind me and everything, and that's it. And so if I showed stuff, like, they wouldn't see what you guys are seeing out there in video land for this video podcast. But we've updated things now. And so basically
for the past 15 years, not 15, but since I've been on video with you lovely people, all I've been doing every single time is looking at Sorg's face, which is lovely. You know, it's the bright spot of my week. But now I see my own hideousness, and I'm like, Jesus, I am sorry for all of you people.
At least
I'll shave next week. My God.
And the great thing is, when I'm talking out there to the people, I'm also talking directly to you, Mike.
Yeah, I know. See, you've been pointing to who you want to talk to, but now it definitely, like, if my wife came in and saw this, it would look like I was having a heated debate with myself. Which, to be fair, I have done.
Yes,
I have done. But it looks weird to an outsider. Now, the all-important Lego update. Now, last week I showed the Nintendo, the NES, and spoiler alert, that's not all the set was. It came with this lovely TV stand. Sorg.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like
TV stand looks like the 80s, right?
It looks like it looks like an 80s coffee table with the glass top. That looks kind of nice. Okay. Okay.
It also came with this bad boy.
Wait, is that heavy? Holy crap. It's all brick, isn't it? It's just solid all brick.
All brick. And all right, listen. That's the channel dial.
Clicks. Wow. It's
channel dial.
It's a television made out of Legos.
The antenna moves,
and
the antenna actually clicks into place back here. I'm going to show you the back. So look, we got the power cord for it. We have the cable and the AV input.
Oh, jeez.
And if you look on the front, it has the aux cord and like the brightness and all that stuff.
Okay.
And
okay.
Here comes the pièce de résistance. Sorg, are you ready for this?
Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving. Wow, no wonder it's so heavy. Okay, so on the television, for you guys on audio, it looks like Super Mario Brothers, and Mario is moving, and the level is actually scrolling behind him.
Yeah, it's basically scrolling level 1-1 for the most part.
That is insane, and you're like cranking it on the side or something. Wow.
Honestly, it's a pricey Lego set. I'm not gonna lie. I got it for Christmas.
I'd imagine.
If you're into Lego, it is so much damn fun to build.
Is this official Lego or is this one of those alt brands?
Yeah, it's official Lego.
Really?
And if I had the Super Mario Lego minifig, not the minifig, but like the maxi fig, like you see all the sets out there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it on top, there's actually a chip reader in this part of the Lego set that makes all the sounds.
No.
Yeah.
That's
so like
amazing.
when he jumps, it actually goes.
We're gonna have to clip and share that to the Awesome Cast tomorrow. That's great. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't bought that set of it because that set alone is $60, and I would never play with the other sets of it, even though they're very cool looking. They're designed for a little bit younger crowd than me. I know it's weird to say because we're talking about Lego, but yeah, I don't need to build my own Mario levels. I don't need to do that. But yeah, so that's the Lego update, Sorg.
There you go. There you go. And that's the positivity. We'll come back and talk about WandaVision later. But in the meantime,
let's talk about Raw.
Let's talk about apparently, as Tina has keyed, BDSM to Orton.
All right.
What the hell?
We need to come up with an official name for this version of Randy Orton, who, by the way, that we did not see live.
No.
We need to point that out. He did not show up live.
No, he didn't. No.
I came up with a few names for him, Sorg. I like BDSM Orton. That's pretty good. I also came up with, this was in tandem with me and Mainstream Mad on the Twitters, El Hijo del Vaquero, the son of the cowboy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm with it.
I also like Orton the Red-Nosed Wrestler. Matt's saying El Hijo del Bob Orton Jr., but Vaquero sounds more official, I think.
It does. It does. It feels more on brand, if you will.
Mm-hmm. I believe Matt also asked what number Mr. Wrestling is he?
So that was my thing when I saw someone else tweet that he's dressed as the Destroyer, but I kind of like the Mr. Wrestling idea.
Yeah, but that's not what he's doing. Like,
I know.
He's supposedly hiding the burns, yet his nose and eyes are exposed.
Yeah, what got burnt? You know what? Let's take whatever.
This is Gimpy Orton.
Whatever you think of Randy Orton as a wrestler, as a fan, whatever the case. But Randy Orton is easily one of the most expressive wrestlers on the roster, one of the best with facial expressions and just a little bit where you just see his temple move, you know shit's going down. So let's take the best feature, one of, if not the best feature of one of our top talents, and cover it up.
To be fair, to give them credit, I respect that they're actually doing something with it.
Okay.
I respect that they're doing something with it. They could have just had him take off 2 weeks, come back at the Rumble, and be fine.
He's healed.
Yeah, they could have done that. They're doing something with it, which I appreciate.
Oh, so
I'm curious to see how this plays out in the ring.
Uh-huh.
I want to know who the first person to grab his nose is. I hope it's R-Truth. It won't be, but I
You
hope
can't mix
it's
it.
R-Truth.
You can't mix it. It's too serious. Matt Carlins, Orton says that he can win the Royal Rumble with no arms and no legs. Where's the Monty Python Holy Grail clip?
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, just a flesh wound. Yes. I mean, I just wanted like a promo where he talked about how they had the graft skin from his ass.
I want a Randy News Network update.
Yes.
Like his face is at 73%, but it's slowly improving.
Yes, these are all good ideas.
But yeah, so we need an official name for him.
I feel like
I don't.
I feel like Gimpy Orton is too like I don't think that plays in 2021.
Yeah,
I feel weird about that one. But
Elio Del Vaquero.
yeah. I'm never going to get that right, but I like that. That'll be our name for him.
Yeah, just like Kitty Cat Man, who was on Raw tonight.
We're definitely watching a Batman villain origin story. Yeah.
No, Batman. No. We're watching like I'm gonna say not because Batman and Spider-Man are top tier level villains.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is more like a Steel villain origin story.
Steel, like from the Superman Steel, like Shaquille O'Neal movie Steel.
Yeah, exactly. Orton tried to fight Shaq once, right?
I think so.
Probably.
Didn't he? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Confusing about that.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is trying to fight Shaq. He wore a mask.
Cody Rhodes is trying to fight Shaq's niece.
You know
Who
what?
is that?
Now we need Ted DiBiase Jr. to show up with a mask, and then all of Legacy will have worn masks at some point.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Sorg, what do you want to talk about first from Raw besides the Elio Del Vaquero? Because that's how Raw opened.
The Alexa Bliss stuff is actually the most interesting, even though the earlier in the night stuff with Alexa and Asuka was just horrendous.
Oh, I liked it.
It was so bad. Listen,
I liked it.
There's this thing happening. This is a production thing, but there's this thing happening where, "Hi, Asuka, what do you think of da da da?" 2 words. Let's go to a package without any cue whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't grounded. Like the production isn't. I know it's weird saying this.
There were a lot of production issues tonight.
It's not like production issues, but production flow issues. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that they did something wrong.
You know why that is, right?
Why?
It's because they don't trust Asuka to speak English.
Yeah, but the way that you present, I don't
like. This is why, and I've said this for a while. They need to give Asuka a mouthpiece. She doesn't need it. Either they let her talk like they did in NXT.
In another world,
or they give her a mouthpiece.
In another world, wouldn't it be great if like Zelina Vega ended up managing her?
Hell, you can bring up Malcolm Bivens.
Oh, too comedy though, not for Asuka.
No, but I think it's perfect.
Yeah,
I think he's the Don King to her Mike Tyson.
I dig it. Well,
like right there, I think that's all you need.
If he was still doing the manager thing, why not Drake Maverick?
Oh God. Oh, don't give me hope. Drake and Asuka? Yes, absolutely.
Matt Carlins is saying the "not grounded" is the perfect description of some of the production issues tonight. The WWE isn't the only one guilty of this. Was there something happening with the NFL tonight too? Did they have Monday night game? Is that
no? We're only down to like 4 teams now. So
I don't know.
No, there's no more Monday night games. But yeah, I mean, a lot of companies have issues with this. Like Lucha Underground was the only one that really, I think, got it right, and that's because they're completely post production.
And the one thing that would still, even though for all it did right, still from time to time would bug me was their kind of reality TV type editing of wrestling shows. the matches themselves, which always it always bugged me a little bit. Not as bad as Wrestling Society X. Holy boy. I still need to go back and get into some of those extras. But anyways, for those who don't know, Mike and I both bought the entire season on DVD each of Wrestling Society X before realizing
$25 I've ever spent.
Yeah, best $25. Not realizing until afterwards that every episode is
on YouTube,
completely on YouTube,
for
free. And we did this, and there were like the last like 5.
There were 3 copies left, and we bought 2.
Yeah. How about that? Big Vision Entertainment. Remember when they did stuff? Oh, jeez. Jeez, that was GQ Money, who was the ring announcer and is now working for WWE down in Orlando. Last I knew.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So the Alexa Bliss stuff. Let's. I like the playground stuff.
Okay, I do.
I thought the playground stuff was interesting. I like that they. I wish they had a mechanism to have the other swing that she wasn't sitting in swinging.
Right, and it feels like they could.
They could. They did eventually get the rocking horse to move on its own.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was fine. The match though.
Tell me about the match, Mike.
So guys, remember a couple months ago when this all started, and I said I was truly excited to see what an Alexa Bliss Asuka feud could be, and how we might get a whole Fiend version of Alexa, and like she could wear a scary mask too, or something like that. Well, kind of did that.
Kind of, sorta.
Kind of, sorta, maybe. Here's the thing. They had Alexa transform in the middle of the match.
Yes.
Which is fine. That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Like, that's fine. They did it with Bray Wyatt too. That's fine. That's how that's supposed to work. When you do this, though, you shouldn't let the transformation happen during a commercial break.
Yeah, so we're just like standing around while I'm getting a Pizza Hut commercial.
Not only that, we get a WWE Shop commercial or a Royal Rumble commercial. Like, if you're gonna do that, at least be like the break where it's like picture in picture or something.
I am curious what happened on the like other feed. Like what happens on the Thunderdome feed for that?
Oh, no, I know exactly, because I've been in there.
Okay, I haven't made it yet.
What they do is the same thing they do during live events. They just show you like the WWE Tribute to the Troops video or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fade to black and then they just show like are you ready to go?
Like even like during like wrestling, like actual matches, like there's no like in between.
Oh no, during the matches you get to see the whole match.
Okay.
You get to see the whole, just like they basically treat it exactly like a live event.
Okay.
Like you're like if you have nosebleed seats in an arena and you're watching the monitor the whole time, it's basically what you're gonna get. But
okay,
but you don't do the transformation over a commercial break. No, I'm like, if you're gonna do, you can pre-produce the Alexa matches. You clearly did some pre-production for it because at the end of the match, she transforms back into Pigtail Alexa. And I'll admit that looked good, but don't do the transformation into the Fiend.
That they just this is the logic breakdowns are hurting me right now. Okay.
Yeah, like she should have changed outfits completely.
So close to shutting this thing off and watching the main event from this morning's New Japan. Like I was really close to that.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it was. Like, it was bothering me.
Like she needs to have a different outfit, completely different outfit. I didn't mind the makeup thing. I know. I saw a lot of people online pissed off about that. I didn't mind that because, like, when the lipstick started to smear and it looked a little bit more disheveled, that looked pretty cool.
Okay,
I'm okay with that because that's like a progression. You can build up to like a full like distorted Alexa Bliss thing.
Yeah.
But she has to have a different outfit on.
Yeah.
Has to. Like, she's wearing overalls. It ain't that difficult.
There needs to be a Beyonce style costume change.
Yeah, absolutely. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it ain't live. You don't, like, I mean, it is live, but there's no fans. You can do whatever you want.
And you can play with it, obviously, because we've been literally playing with fire, and that's not something we're
exactly.
doing
Like,
live.
At this point, we recognize it's theater.
Can I pull back for a moment on a positive production thing?
Sure.
And
then I will answer with a negative production thing.
So I noticed this, and it really kind of blew me away when they did it on, and I retweeted it with a comment when they did it Friday for SmackDown. I noticed it tonight with Xavier Woods. I don't know that I noticed it happening any other time tonight, but it might have. I just wasn't paying attention.
The 8K camera?
Is that the 8K camera?
They do it for everyone.
They do it for everyone now? Okay. So if you notice, the entrances look different. You know, there was this full-on, like the background is blurred, awesome pull focus kind of, I'm using the wrong term there, a shot of the person coming down the ramp. They're standing in front of the ramp, like probably back right to the ring from.
It looks like portrait mode on your iPhone.
It does, and it's that, you know, it's an 8K camera, but it's also like they have more than just the, you know, like this camera, you know, is a very, you know, wrestling is I guess the best way to describe it is kind of a very flat look, right? Everything's kind of in the same open focus, right? Versus, you know, what they're doing with this. I think it's a really cool, you know, superhero kind of look for everybody coming down the ramp. I'm curious to see if they continue to do this when fans get back into the stands somewhere in the future. But I
don't know. I don't know how well that equipment travels.
That could, knowing
right now they don't have to travel with it,
and I don't know what they're shooting. Like, are they using? I'm curious. Are they using 4K production cameras as it is now, or are they just high-end HD? So I'd be curious for that. I don't think it's the fact that it's 8K, but it's I think it's more the lens use than the resolution.
I will say they showed WWE tweeted out the clip of Asuka's entrance, and I retweeted it because it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, because I mean,
absolutely gorgeous.
Like, listen, if I pulled a DSLR that's the same level, you know, HD as this camera here, which you guys all see scrunched down to 720, of course. But you know, I could make this shot look a lot sweeter. You know what I mean? Like like I said, it's more of a lens thing, I think, than the 8K. But the 8K, I mean, 8K is definitely helping the situation. But we all see it in our HD or, you know, whatever you see it at, if you're streaming it from you know, Xfinity app or USA Network app or something like that. But anyways, but yeah, sorry. So that was something cool that they are doing, and it's not like the goofy 3D animations. So, and until people are getting slimed with those things, I'm not interested. NFL
now,
and Nickelodeon we talked about.
I'm gonna pivot to something that was really, really poorly done. Sorg, did you happen to see the backstage segment with the Hurt Business and Matt Riddle?
That was early on where they stomped on his foot, right? I think I tuned in.
Stomped on his foot.
Oh, the quotation fingers, by the way, for those on audio.
Yeah, there's a reason Bobby Lashley doesn't throw super kicks, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, like, roll back a moment.
The camera very, very clearly just showed Bobby Lashley stomping on the floor.
Roll back a moment, and I was recently watching a Botchamania. It was a Hurt Business segment, and they poured Bobby Lashley poured milk on somebody's head in the back.
Oh yeah, and then Lashley got it all over himself.
He got it all over his suit, and he's like wiping it down for the rest of the segment. So, anyways, so okay, so it looked bad, huh?
Oh, it looked real bad.
I like the entire thing is like really we're just having a match because we decided like we can stomp on his feet because he walks around backstage.
There's no other people to have matches with.
No, I guess not.
I find it weird Keith Lee wasn't on this week, knowing with Sheamus.
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering.
Pretty speculation, and you never know. And
I mean, yeah, we can't. You know, we're speculating. but
that doesn't. It honestly doesn't mean anything because
because the Hurt Business wasn't on last week. And
right.
They're on this,
so. Right, they're on this week. I mean, it just they just leave people off for reasons.
By the way, don't break up the Hurt Business.
No.
They're teasing it.
Yes.
You know, one of them's going to eliminate the other one from the Rumble.
Okay.
And it's only a matter of time before, like, Cedric kicks Shelton's leg out of his leg or whatever.
Maddening that we have yet another tag team teasing dissension amongst the team. Okay? It's like, oh, cool. Another one of these.
Can you think of one tag team that's perfectly in sync?
I don't know right now. But here's a positive on that. What if this turns into an Eddie and Ray situation where we get we end up with a sportsman type match at WrestleMania between Shelton Benjamin and Cedric.
Do you know how that ended up?
Yeah, that didn't end well. So
Dominic on a pole.
It did end up Dominic on the pole. Listen, if we end up getting a Mama on a pole match by SummerSlam, I'm down with that. Between Shelton and Cedric.
Hold on. I'm Googling Thea Vidal. Is she still with us? Let's see. Yes, she is. Bring her back. Bring back Mama Benjamin. Bring back Mama Benjamin.
That's right. So we have that. We have we have the Lacey situation. What the hell?
Okay, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
So we're watching that segment.
Yes.
Me and my wife.
Yes.
And Lacey comes out wearing Ric Flair's robe. Charlotte gets distracted by the music, by the robe and everything. And I will say this. I hate the angle. I hate everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be on TV. Ric Flair should not be on TV. Anyone over the age of 50 should not be on at WWE at this point, especially when there was a possible COVID outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
But one shining glimmer of hope in this whole thing. Okay, are you guys ready? Do you know what my wife says to me, Sorg, when this happens?
No, I don't.
Did Charlotte just get Rick rolled? Rick rolled. Come on, Sorg. I laughed for 2.5 minutes.
Listen.
I laughed for 2.5 minutes because it's Ric Flair using his music and robe to distract his own daughter.
I'm not going to say I'm never going to give up this segment.
Sorg, don't let me down.
But it's definitely let me down.
Don't run around, Sorg.
I don't know the next line.
That hurts.
I can't remember the next line.
That was it. It hurts you.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts me.
Yeah.
This whole thing hurts me. This whole thing hurts me a lot. Monday nights hurt so much.
But I laughed for a solid 2.5 minutes. And I'm like, this is the only thing that's getting me through this match because it could have been an easy win for Peyton Royce, but oh no. Charlotte, no story, always has to win.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. The segment afterwards where Charlotte says that she never tried to be the dirtiest player in the game. I'm sorry. Are we on glue, or do we not remember how Charlotte came into the WWE after turning on PCB?
Nothing makes sense at all. Nothing.
She literally called herself the dirtiest player in the game.
Nothing. Why is AJ Styles just beating people out of the Royal Rumble?
Hey, hold on. That was a great move. That was a great move. That slingshot Styles clash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. We don't need Ricochet in them.
I mean, hey, AJ Styles against Drew. Great. AJ Ricochet. Give me more. But I don't know. Also, Omos, is that his name? The big guy?
No one knows.
I thought they said, what is this?
No, they said Omos.
Omos?
They said Omos. They've said Amos. And they've said Amanamanapia.
Big dude.
I don't know.
So,
no one knows how his name is pronounced. I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be Amos.
That's not the fucking point.
Figured out Mustafa Ali, so
Joe did mess that up tonight. Oh, don't get me on. Okay. I'm going to get on that
Sorry,
for a second. Hold on.
Redemption,
But the point
I
I'm trying to
love
make
Ali.
is if you put Big Dude in a shot with a bunch of 5-something dudes, you just ruin the whole shot because you got to get him in there. Have you noticed that? He took up like half the shot.
I'm okay with that.
And then there's just like these yahoos in the background talking about
I'm okay
51st
with that.
dates. And
I give you
also,
its effect.
and also the weird shit is that's the third time I've seen 51st dates referenced this weekend. What is that?
Okay, that's just funny. That's just very, very funny.
On separate programs that weren't even released this weekend. You feel like you're binging a show?
And hell, if WandaVision had done Wouldn't It Be Nice, that would have been the 4th time.
Right?
Instead they went with a different Beach Boys song. I'm okay with the redemption, with the retribution stuff this week. Ali's promo to Kofi. That shit was gold.
Finally, I have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like, and it sucks now New Day's not the champions. I'm sure they'll get them back, but
these guys have been, like, for as much as they put into them, which, surprise, they get bored with their toys at WWE. Like, there's been no follow through. There's been no, like, why are these guys pissed again? Like, across the board, right? Hey, Mace. What the fuck is a Mace? Has this guy been here? Has he been here the whole time? Oh, really? Didn't know that. The only reason I know is T-Bar is throwing TJP under the bus along with
I want that
on Twitter
T-Bar to be the T-Bar on TV.
Oh my God! If Twitter T-Bar was the T-Bar on Monday nights,
if Twitter T-Bar was the T-Bar on TV, I would want him to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, if T-Bar just was coming out there and he was like, I want Ali to be given his promo about how Kofi shouldn't be in WrestleMania this year, right? And took his opportunity and all that stuff. And then he does a tell him hawk to T-Bar, right? And T-Bar is like, yeah, and I'm going to kick whoever he fought, it's like, I'm going to kick Matt Riddle's ass, da-da-da-da. And by the way, TJP, you're a piece of shit.
And Tina's correcting, it was Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara, it don't fucking matter. They're the same piece of shit.
They're essentially the same.
They are. It's so confusing because they're both just variations.
They're both manic, Sorg.
They're both manic? Were they both manic at some point?
No, I'm just joking.
I don't know anymore. Well, when Manic and Suicide were in the same match last week, I was really confused.
That's happened before.
Because I was pretty sure the guy that was being Suicide is just debuted in NXT.
No, sorry, that happened before when I was watching TNA.
Right. Okay.
They did Chris Daniels versus TJP.
Okay.
They did Manic versus Suicide already. That's a rehash.
It's all a rehash. I don't. The Decay is back, by the way. Rosemary and Crazy Steve. Obviously, Abyss isn't around anymore.
Oh boy.
So, we'll see. We'll see how that rolls. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah. God, was there anything else on Raw?
There was a lot happening.
I guess we could talk about the dirt sheet and Miz bringing out 10 things I hate about Drew.
Like, even I love the dirt sheet, and they've just been so grown the last several months.
They've honestly been grown since they came back.
They're just not. They're trying really hard.
The thing with the dirt sheet, the reason why it worked, it's Miz is great when he has direction. They've had no direction for him because they don't want him to be a champion, but they want him to keep wanting championships.
Yeah.
The reason the dirt sheet worked the first time around is because neither of them were being used.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason the dirt sheet was an online show,
and both of them were kind of developing their personalities at the time too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miz was still calling himself the chick magnet, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's a carryover. It fills some space on the show, and they got to bring.
I will say I did like when when the guy playing Drew McIntyre, who we're pretty sure is the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You, Bernard from the Santa Claus, David Krumholtz, look him up, great actor. I did like when he said cut and can we do this again? That was actually was very funny.
Yeah, that was
because I think he could tell the segment wasn't great. that sounds like a seasoned actor making a choice. Sounded like that. So, bravo to him.
We have a request to talk about WandaVision now.
Okay, was there anything else on Raw that we missed?
Not worthwhile, I'm sure.
Fair enough. Okay.
So WandaVision, the first two episodes.
WandaVision, WandaVision.
So I want to pretext this with I am currently about halfway through the final season of Agents of Shield.
Interesting. Okay.
And there's
also, we should say spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Well, okay,
Spoilers.
So there's a timey-wimey thing happening on Agents of
Shield.
I'm
saying spoilers for WandaVision because we're about to talk about WandaVision. So if you haven't seen WandaVision, and it was a 3-day weekend, you fucks, why haven't you watched WandaVision? They're only a half hour each. Fucking watch WandaVision.
Not that I took the day off, but happy Martin Luther King Day. Yes. Sorry, that threw me off. So I'm watching Agents of Shield, and I'm about halfway through, and there's this timey-wimey kind of thing happening on there. And they would introduce it, and the titles for Agents of Shield would be of that time of programming of the time when they got to the 70s was amazing, by the way. Spoiler alert. So I'm kind of in that vibe in the Marvel universe right now. And then this happened, and then we're watching the 2 episodes, and wife of the Sorg is like, I don't know what's happening right now. Like, I don't know if I like this, And I was like, well, I think you need to stick with it, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slow burn.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like, I want to watch Full House now with a sense of existential dread.
What?
Like I in my head canon now, Full House is Lori Loughlin in jail creating her own parallel reality.
Okay. So
the kids she eventually cheats to get her way into college are Nikki and Alex.
Anyways, and everybody, like, I feel like those that read comics kind of have more awareness because these reality bending powers have not been represented like basically at all in the Avengers yet.
Not true. Not true.
The reality ones?
Well, I mean, Thanos had the Reality Stone.
Yes.
He did turn Drax into ribbons. No, he turned Drax into pieces.
Oh, no. But I'm saying her having these powers.
Oh, yeah, her. Yeah, absolutely.
Have not been established. She has.
But, I mean, we've had, like, warped realities in the Marvel Universe, just not relating to Wanda.
That's what I'm saying. Her, like, a big point of her powers was the reality distortion. It's House M, stuff like that. It's not, so this is an introduction to that, and people that don't know her as just girl with the red glowy that can move stuff that
loses her accent,
loses her accent, and then just now has another accent. By the way, in this show, I thought was kind of entertaining. And we know Vision got killed, and they made a big deal about how he couldn't come back at the end of Endgame. So that's that introduction, and everybody's like, oh, this is like House of M, and that's actually how I had to explain it to my wife. It's like, well, yeah, because she can do this, and she had a trauma, and this is like, oh, it's a trauma, yeah. So, but we get a 50. By the way, there's a lot of references in this. If you notice a logo or a pattern on something they're holding, they all mean something, and probably from a book from the 80s that you haven't read.
S words.
What?
S words.
S words?
Get it? Sword. Yeah, it was also at least in theory, in the stinger of Spider-Man Far From Home. when Nick Fury was on the spaceship.
What?
In theory. Spider-Man Far From Home?
Oh, is that what that is up there? Oh, that makes sense.
In theory.
That makes sense. So that would be Sword.
In theory, it has not been confirmed by any stretch of the imagination.
No, there's the Sword logo is in a lot of places. That is a Sword logo in on a lot of things. Yeah. From what I read. I'm not familiar with that logo. I only know it from the Captain Marvel, more recent books that I've read.
Gotcha.
Anyways, yes.
Oh boy, this show is wild.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
If you I appreciate it. So everybody's referencing.
I will say this. If you grew up watching Nick at Night,
yes,
you will appreciate this 10 times more than if you did not.
A lot of people referencing Bewitched. For me, it was I Dream of Jeaner.
Well, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeaner, Dick Van Dyke, Lucy, they're all in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Dick Van Dyke was actually a consultant on this show.
So really?
Yes, I read that. I'm like, that is brilliant.
So, and I'm sure we're going to get send-ups of a lot of other things as we moved into...
Brady's next.
Yeah, Brady's are next. The Brady Bunch is next.
What it looked like. Brady's, Partridge Family, that whole era.
I'm glad they had the 2 episodes because I feel like week to week and people... Yeah. I feel like after 2 weeks, people were like, oh, this is just like 50s weird Marvel something. Like, I think they would have lost a lot of people. So I think that was a good choice.
You had to get sort of the, oh, this isn't real. Like in the first episode they hint at it, the Stark toaster that's suddenly glowing red and sounds like a bomb.
Mike,
yeah.
Podner's asking in the chat room, so WandaVision is like AEW where we need to do research and watch background to really get all the references?
No, because they actually tell you what's going on in WandaVision. Unlike AEW, where they're just hey, look at this team that randomly racked up 13.5 wins. Now they're number 1 contender.
They don't really explain Sword yet.
They will though.
Will they?
Yes.
Will they?
Sorg, when does Marvel not explain things? The MCU. When does it not? I'm sorry. Marvels are in my trust. AEW has not.
Well, Marvel's had
AEW. I'm going to be saying everything like that from now on.
Marvel's had like 14 years to gain your trust, and AEW's a year and a half in. So
Yeah, so you got some work to do.
Okay. All right. No, looking forward to see what happens with this.
Sorg, do you know what AEW showed me this week?
Do
you know what they showed me this week? They showed me a top 5 ranking.
Oh no, I saw
the world title
Mm.
where 3 people have not had matches.
Listen, I'm not.
No, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
I don't have anything, but I don't have an explanation for this. But I also don't care as much as you do.
It's not like the number 1 ranked person has to get a title shot.
No.
But if you're gonna say that wins and losses matter, show the people who are undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, show the people who are like the top 5 people from AEW Dark in the first week of Dynamite.
And that's what I wondered. And that's what they showed that. When did they post it? Did they post that before Dynamite or something?
They posted before Dynamite.
So, and there was
when I was watching it this week, I'm like, oh, the rankings are out? Let me see. Either that or delay the first ranking like they do in college football for a month.
And I think so also, like, at that point they've had like an episode of Dark and Dynamite, right? It's not like you don't have. I mean, there's a lot.
It's not like there's a lot of data.
There's going to be a lot of 1-0s, but
no, but there are 3 0-0s.
Yeah,
they're not ranked. I'm sorry, if you haven't had a match this year, you ain't ranked.
Okay, there's an explanation somewhere with this, I'm sure.
No, there really isn't. The explanation is unless they say the top 5 rankings from the end of the year carry over, which if you want to say that. Fine, but say it. You know what I mean? If you want to say the top 5 rankings from the end of the year carry over into the first of the year, okay, that's fine. That's an explanation. I'm cool with it.
So
But
you're
same.
looking, you're angry at the January 6th rankings, I believe, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, just about everybody's 0-0 on this one.
Yeah, but
Um,
if you look at the actual rankings of everyone who's wrestled in AEW, there are a lot of people who are undefeated.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you got 0-0 and stuff, but also notice that the overall rankings are included on this
But
list.
the overall rankings doesn't matter, Sorg. They tell me the rankings reset every year.
Right, but there's zero.
Well, they literally say that dozens of times.
But the default is the weight of everything with the overalls.
No, it's not. No, it's Sorg. They say the rankings reset every year.
Yeah, the rankings reset. The numbers for the year reset. But there's still a historical ranking that still weights it.
But they don't say that.
Like, I don't know.
You're inferring it.
Like, I mean, it's in the NFL. If somebody has the same record,
Yeah, Sorg. If the NFL doesn't do this, the NFL doesn't do this. They don't start with the Steelers in first place just because they had 13 wins this year or whatever.
okay.
Or 11 wins or whatever. No, it's a debate because they say wins and losses matter.
Okay. All right.
That's why it's a debate. Just say wins and losses don't matter.
Nobody's getting title matches that didn't have them already established in the first week, so I'm not concerned. And my iPad died, so I can't look up any more of them. So the debate is currently physically, technologically over.
But it's a debate because they came out. That was one of the first things they said. Wins and losses will matter.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't matter in your first week of ranking, then they don't matter.
Well,
no, it's the same thing WWE does. It's treating your fans like idiots.
oh no, not in the
same
vein.
They don't do it
not
often.
in the same vein.
They don't do it as often.
Well, this isn't. This isn't that. Mike, this is a man of a molehill. It's the first week. They did a thing. They made a decision on how they're going to handle that thing because it's their first year, the first time they got to do this.
All right, how long you want to bet that by the end of January we still have someone with a 0-0 rank on the top 5?
I doubt it.
Want to bet?
Well, let me who's it?
Yeah, you don't
am
wanna
I
bet 'cause
doing
you
a
know
tie bot bet again? I think it went down in value.
You don't want to bet me because you know I'm going to be right.
No, I don't. I think this is a little shitty thing to be betting about. I don't care. Mike, I don't care about the rankings. Being 0-0 and weird the first week. I don't care.
So many people are 0-0 on these rankings. So
okay.
many people. Well, like, okay, fine. The people who are 1-0 should be above the people that are 0-0.
I don't have an answer for you. And we've gone way too long with this as it is.
The people
and also,
who are 1-0
although
should be above the people that are 0-0.
I am upset that the Dr. Britt Baker's interview segment finally made it to Dynamite, and it was the worst interview segment that she's done yet. Not on her.
Wasn't great.
The segment, the thing, and the shoehorning of Shaq's whatever relation when Brandy's not even around. I don't understand. Like that is a what the fuck is going on here. I'm with you on that one.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like.
I don't like it at all.
Like,
that's a miss.
Brandy being pregnant really put the kibosh on any kind of story they were gonna have with Cody.
Yeah, it's and then not that things were better this week because I don't. Matt's with me. I don't give a happy crappy about it.
I do. I like logic in my.
Good
story.
for you. You also are not happy with AEW as a whole. So
but if you tell me to go look at the rankings, I'll be like, oh, cool. I'll be able to see some people from Dark.
It's one of the things. It's one of the things, and typically not on Dark. It's.
No, but the rankings from Dark matter.
They do matter. Yes, they do matter over there. And
then
all I care about on AEW Dark is I see some cool new faces like Danny Limelight, who is my favorite new go for it in 2021 talent out there because he's on 3 programs that I watch between AEW and New Japan. And that Taz and Excalibur will make me laugh my ass off at 3 a.m. when I'm editing the Wrestling Mayhem show on early Wednesday mornings. Okay, that's what fucking matters to me about AEW Dark. Okay, and I skip every Sammy Guevara match or TJP. I don't give a fuck. and that's it. You know, I don't know another show that makes me laugh out loud and react out loud like AEW, and that is what what fucking matters, Mike.
You need to watch Talking Smack.
I ain't got time for that.
It's a half hour.
I'll catch the highlights when you guys tell me it's worthwhile.
It's always worthwhile. Talking Smack has been money since it came back.
Good.
Talking Smack has been repeatedly the best thing WWE's put out since it's come back.
Good for the smack. Good for the smack, Mike. Good for the smack.
Kayla and Paul are amazing. Paul Heyman put over Apollo Crews 2 weeks ago better than 5 years in WWE has ever done.
I like
Apollo's, he did in 10 minutes.
I like Apollo's new personality on SmackDown.
Yep.
Like that's actually been great. And also I love, as I said, I believe Big E is doing an impression of how cool I think I look on my couch, sitting on his couch doing commentary.
Yes. Wearing a Ghostbusters sweater.
That's right. Damn, that Ghostbusters sweater. That was fantastic. And a fruit cup, which reminds me I should eat better while I'm watching SmackDown.
All right, so WandaVision.
I thought we pretty much rolled over that.
I have to say one thing. I need it to be Friday already. Because I want more WandaVision. I hope there's another 2 matches this week, 2 episodes this week. I don't think there's going to be. Because I think they stretched this out until March now.
Yeah. Ooh. I thought they only had like 8 episodes.
Maybe they have 9.
They have 9. Okay.
They have 9 episodes, but I think if you stretch it out 1 episode at a time now, then there's only like a week break between WandaVision and Winter Soldier and Falcon. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Makes you keep that next month of your subscription.
Hey, I just want to know what trailer we're gonna get during the Superb Owl.
I'm not even gonna watch the Super Bowl again this year.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it now. Yeah. Now that I can make wings in my air fryer, and I don't have to go anywhere.
How about you just
watch Super Bowl?
I was binging Future Man this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'd seen the first season. Missy had not. We caught her up, and then we watched most of the second season. I think I have 1 episode left, and then the new season that came out just months ago.
Excellent.
So, and also I'm curious. Batwoman came out left field for me last night, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, I forgot that was back. I haven't finished the first season.
Yeah, well, the Batwoman changes because she left.
Oh,
so
yeah, I know. Like I don't know. It left a really bad taste in my mouth. I couldn't finish the first season.
It's fine. It's not the best. It's not the greatest. Titans is better. Across the board. But all right, with that, Mike, I think that's enough. We're going off the rails, and we've yelled at each other. So or more, I yelled at you. No, we yelled at each other. And we yelled at each other, and we yelled at.
I wasn't yelling at you.
We yelled at each other. We yelled at wrestling promotions that make way more money than either of us. One division. It's another company that makes way more than us. Tomorrow, the successful St. Jordan Styles will join us on the Wrestling Mayhem Show for the very first edition of Mayhem Mania. Also, I hear there is a special match picker will be a part of tomorrow's show as well.
Sorg, I'm honored. I'm not that special. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I get it.
Also, Mad Mike will be there.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out tomorrow. That's fine. And that's a preview of yelling tomorrow night during Mayhem Mania. Also, please go check out. I sat down like a 50-minute interview. Actually, it took about an hour and a half because we had technical issues. But Ronnie Nicole, Big Bang Ronnie Nicole, had a great discussion with her for Indie Mayhem show that dropped on Friday on the podcast on the IndieWrestling.us. And I've never talked with somebody that recounted her time in wrestling training with such beaming joy. Highly recommend checking it out. Video if you can, because you see how happy she is. That will also be a part of the Grind City TV show for IndieWrestling.us. We're splitting that over the next couple weeks, along with the Fight Underground stuff over there. So go check out Grind City TV on Roku, Android, or grindcity.biz. That's 11 o'clock on Wednesdays that show goes on. And what else is going on, Mike? Mayhem Mania stuff.
Mayhem Mania is the only thing on my mind.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm getting in Royal Rumble 92 in time, but I kind of know.
I'm not getting into the Rumble because I still don't know who's going to be there. I'm going to fear for everyone that's in the match.
No, I'm in the Royal Rumble 92. Is our homework? Homework. Yeah. I mean, I kind of know it by heart because I wore out the tape growing up. So
I was going to say it's an easy match to discuss. We've all seen it so many times. Royal Rumble 92, if I fall asleep to wrestling, it's generally the match I fall asleep to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like honey. It's like honey. It's Bobby and Gorilla at the peak of their powers. Like,
interesting.
Far and away.
My fall asleep is Nirvana Unplugged and Enigma Smoke Behind a Mirror.
Okay, so you don't have a fall asleep to wrestling match?
Not a wrestling match, no. I mean, movies. I like dozing off to something like, I don't know, Ninja Turtles or Ghostbusters or Deadpool. So like most Marvel movies would be good fall asleep movies.
Yeah.
In Big Hero 6, big time.
Mm-hmm.
That is some comfort food right there. Watching, but that's enough. Mike, let's get out of here. I got to edit 2 podcasts tonight, and we'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.